Hi there, I'm Andy Hillier, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to play the guitar part to Ashley Johnson's cover of The House of the Rising Sun from The Last of Us. It's a beautiful little cover. Now this request came in from one of my Patreon supporters. So I've created a Patreon account. If you'd like to support me, I've put it at just $1. I haven't put different tiers because I want everyone to have access to everything. So I didn't want to charge people more money to get tabs and stuff like that. So on Patreon, it's Andy Hillier. I'll put a link in the description below. Also, just before I teach you it, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me the thumbs up. And the more comments, it really helps me out. Just put in where are you from, if you've enjoyed the video, and put your requests in the comments as well. So this is a nice little arrangement of House of the Rising Sun. I've done it into just 3 lines. There's an intro and then basically the 8 bars, like I've written as 2 lines, keep repeating around the rest of the song. So the intro sounds like this. I'll play it a little bit slow so you can hear it. So that's the intro. We're going to start with an A minor chord, which is your first finger on B1, second finger on D2, third finger on G2. And we play the A string and the B string at the same time. And then we're going to play the D string and then the G string. So we've got... And then you move your second finger to play A2. And then we go to a C chord, which is your first finger B1, second finger D2, third finger A3. And you play the A string, the D string, then the G and the B strings at the same time. And then you're going to play the D string and the G string. Now the same rhythm all the way through, apart from the last 2 notes are twice as fast. So you get this slowly. And then it goes to a D7 in the second bar, which is your first finger on B1, second finger on G2, third finger on E2. And you're going to play the D string, then the G, and then the B and the E strings at the same time. And then you're going to play the B string on its own. So you get... And then it goes to the F chord, but we haven't got to do a full F chord, thankfully. First finger across E and the B strings on the first fret, so they hold down both of those strings. Second finger on G2, and third finger on D3. And you can play the D string, the G, the E and the B at the same time, and then you're going to play G, B, so the F chord on that goes. So bar 2. Bar number 3 goes back to the A minor chord and you play the A string, the D, the G and the B strings at the same time. Then move your first finger up a string. We're going to go towards the E chord and you're playing the open B and G1 at the same time. And then you get your other fingers ready for the E chord. So your first finger is G1, second finger is A2, third finger is D2. And you play the E string, then the D2, the G and back to the D2. So that third bar goes. And it's back to an A minor chord, play the A string, the D, the B, the G, then the A, and then the G. So that 4th bar goes. So let's try and do the whole line. Here it comes. Okay, up to speed. And then we get to the verse of the song. And it's doing a similar idea. So you've got A minor chord. So the first bar's exactly the same. So you've got... Then it goes to the D7 chord, same idea. So that's exactly the same as what we had before. And then in the next bar, the third bar of this line, which is bar number 7, we're we're going to just going to hold on the A minor chord and play the A string, D, G and the B strings at the same time, back to the G, sorry, D, and it does that twice, so you get. Then it's going to do an E chord, and you're going to play the E string and the D string at the same time, G1, B, then I'm playing the E string and the D string at the same time, and then back down the G and D strings. So that bar 8 goes. Okay, so let's try and do the whole of the first line of the verse. Goes. Okay, and then the next line of the verse is almost the same. So you get the A minor chord to the C chord. On this D7, slightly different, just what strings you're picking. So the D7, you play the open the open D string and E2 at the same time. Then G2, B1, G2. The F's the same idea. Then it goes to A minor chord, where you play the A string, D, G and B, and then just the G. Then E, where you're playing the E string and the G1 twice, to the B, back to the G1, and then you've got A minor for the last bar. Just an extra bass note on that as well. So let's try and play the second line of the verse. Here it comes, bar 9. And those two lines just repeat round the rest of the song. So let's try and put those two lines together, the whole of the verse. We'll do it nice and slowly. Here it comes. Next line. Just keep repeating it. Oh, it's not that speed, but you get the idea. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson of mine, especially the person who's requested that from my Patreon supporters. Thank you very much. I do really appreciate it. If you want to support me on Patreon, there'll be a link down below. Also, there's some merchandise. All proceeds just help support this channel. Don't forget to comment in the comment section. Give me a like with a thumbs up. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that'd be amazing. Keep those requests coming in as well. Thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.